right, y'all, this is our take. This is Mark, the moderator. It's the awesome three. No Banks tonight.
Least is only family, Brooklyn forever.
Maybe the process, Bergen.
All right. So, y'all, listen, I have to bring this up. Let's talk about it. In the NBA, there's something going on that to me is very, very incredible to see. And I hope it's a trend. But right now, the NBA, the coaching hire of the head coaches for the NBA opening, so far I think the count is at 5 or 6 black new head coaches has been hired this cycle. What are your thoughts on this? What's your take?
Go ahead, Avery.
Yeah, y'all look for places to hire white men, retreads. You need to look for places to hire black men. Like, listen, the fact of the matter is that a lot of these guys have been, on these benches. They've been assistants. They've been a part of successful programs, just like, the white retreads that y'all have hired. Yo, it's time to start giving guys a shot, man. You know what I mean? And I think that I ain't gonna say, I'm careful to say, oh, this is a changing of the guard. Nah, I'm not gonna go to that path. Because you and I know, Mark, that these guys probably got a real short leash. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go that far. But I am gonna go and say, yo, I respect the fact that now at least they are acknowledging that we are just as successful on the bench. I respect the fact that, the guy from who got hired, or who's hopefully is gonna get hired from
Willie Green.
Willie Green.
Is that for the Pelicans? I'm sorry. Yes, right. Willie Green.
Yeah.
Former Sixers. Shout out to Willie Green. So I'm happy about that. But now Willie Green is, he's on the Phoenix Suns. So does it take for him to make it to the finals to get that notoriety? You got guys that get hired from out of nowhere. Steve Nash. Shout out to Steve Nash. That get hired out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So again, it always comes back to, we gotta jump a little higher. We gotta run 10 times faster. We gotta be 10 times better and be in that light in order to get acknowledged. So I'm gonna wait and see. I just hope there's not this short leash. And I always say, so what I look at more with that question is, I look at somebody like Lloyd Pierce, who got fired from the Hawks, right? How long is it gonna take for him to get another job? That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so excited about the guys that get, I am, but the guys that get their first opportunities and never had coaches, I want to see if there are going to be any black recycled coaches. Shout to Nate McMillan. So I need to see that. I'll tell you this, Fizdale hasn't gotten another job, right?
No. Fizdale just got hired by the Lakers.
As an assistant.
Yeah, as an assistant.
But what I'm saying is Terry Stotts, who was with Portland, was looked at as being a candidate for a head coach. The minute he left, homeboy that left Dallas, Rick Carlisle, waits no time, he got another job. Mm-hmm. I need to see another black man in the same position that gets fired or leaves or resigns or whatever, get another job outside of Doc Rivers. Outside of Doc Rivers. So, like I said, we got to jump higher, have a little bit more, and that's the sign. So it's a wait and see.
Go on, Lee.
No, go ahead, Mom. Go ahead.
What I'm going to say is that I just want to call out some of the names. We got Ty Lue, Doc Rivers. Jamal Mosley just got the Magic job. Chauncey Billups went to Portland. Jason Kidd went to Dallas. Emi Udoka went to Boston. You have the Washington job no one has taken yet.
Still open.
It's still open. Right. If Willie Green gets the Pelican job, that's another hire. Nate McMillan he is now the full-time head coach for the Hawks. That's a great undertaking, man. At the end of the day, that's a great undertaking. Those numbers looking at the fact that they received the opportunity. Now, what they do with it is going to be interesting. But the fact you see this many names out there, this cycle, to me, I'm hoping and I'm going to be optimistic that this has changed. That's what I'm hoping for. The sidelines are going to look different. on certain teams. Right now, the sidelines is going to be different. And yes, Rick Carlisle got a job right away, which to me is crazy. There was another hire, Chris Finch. He got hired for the Wolves job. Who that's a great opportunity for him. It's a great opportunity for Finch. So go ahead, Lee.
I agree with you, Mark, man. I think it's a start, and here's why I think it's a start. It might have took a little bit longer than most would want, but the players in today's league, especially the top players, the CPs who pushed Willie Green to be a head coach, and the other players are speaking up for these assistants. Boston head coach, I can't pronounce his name, whatever. He should have had a job a long time ago. If we're talking about
100%.
assistant coaches with resumes and stuff like that, like he should have been at the top of everyone's list. You feel what I'm saying? It took 3 years too long for him to finally get this opportunity. But look, he got it. So I think it's a trend, man. And Mark, you always said like, yo, this recycling thing is whack. You know what I mean? Especially you recycling dudes with losing records. I could see Doc Rivers getting recycled. That's a winning record. You feel what I'm saying? I could see a few other, even white coaches getting recycled, winning records. But these dudes with the losing records, the Van Gundys, like, how the hell you keep getting jobs, bro?
How Luke Walton still have a job is beyond me.
How does Luke Walton still have a job? But
it's beyond me.
Trend, man. It's a trend. We still got names out there. We still got Sam Cassell. We still got Jock Vaughn. You feel what I'm saying? So there's still people out there who, by next year, should be leading other franchises.
Go ahead, Avery.
Now, 1,000%. Like, again, listen, the only way, and I feel like, look, we got to start somewhere. Right, and Banks always says, Banks has this idea. It's not enough. I need more. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, and I want to make sure that with these hires, it's not we doing this just because, but we're doing this because these guys deserve the opportunity. Not because we're trying to fit the diversity bill. Not because, this is affirmative action, we black, and we don't want to hear nobody know. But the reality is that I really want to know that these guys are genuinely hired and genuinely have a shot. That's all I'm asking for.
Avery, let me say it. And I understand your point, but your point, Barbers, because here's why. They don't have to justify the other hires. Luke Walton having a job doesn't have to be justified. Okay? Why is it that we have to have justification? This league is 78% people of color playing the sport. There's no reason why only 8% of the sidelines is people of color. That just doesn't make sense. That's my point. No. Wait, follow me. But if it's affirmative action, if it's Black Action Network, I don't care what the hell. At the end of the day, it's time that the opportunity is given. That's the bottom line. Because too many times the opportunity is given to others, and then it doesn't have to be explained. We shouldn't have to explain it either.
Here's my pushback with that.
Go ahead, push back.
My pushback with that just a little bit is, yes, I'm okay with the component that put you there, but just make sure that there's equity as the longevity and the string that you get.
Listen, without a doubt, it shouldn't be a short leash. No. Oh, okay, I got you there. Right, it shouldn't be a short leash. A leash shouldn't come with it. But let me say this: I think James Jones has opened eyes up as well. The job he's done with Phoenix, I think a lot. It should be the eye opener that others is going to be able to look at other ex-players that look like us and give them the opportunity to run a franchise from that GM seat.
100%. Because I'll be honest with y'all, like until we were chatting on the joint, I forgot James Jones. He was the executive there. I was like, I forgot about homie. So he retired from Cleveland
and went to Phoenix and he was assistant GM for 3 years. And then they Then they moved him up to the GM, and he's been flourishing ever since. And now he's getting recognition.
If y'all remember a while ago, we were talking about the NFL and we were talking about the representation of the NFL. And one of the points I've always made is I've always said, I really hope and wish that, yes, you have guys that want to get into coaching, black athletes that want to get into coaching, but we need more black representation on the executive level as well.
Without a doubt.
Right?
Without a doubt. That's where the equity's at.
We need more of us pushing into the offices as opposed to just the sidelines. I'll take the sidelines too, but let's start there because that's where it starts, technically.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So that's where we got to start having that representation. So shout to James Jones because I totally forgot about that guy. Totally forgot about it.
Yo, listen, and
he did a hell of a job.
A trend starts. Yo, he's done a hell of a job, and I hope a trend starts off of him. And let's go another step further, because what I'm going to say is this, and I think Leaf has brought up a name that to me is bothersome. How Sam Cassell still have not gotten a job in this league. He's been assistant on almost every team's bench at this point, and he still has not gotten that push to that seat, and I don't understand why, But what I'm going to say is this, man: these young assistant coaches need to be able to get a job, and give them the opportunity to become head coaches. It's time, man. It's time to get rid of the retreads. It's time. But I'm tired of hearing Mike Brown's name. I'm tired of hearing certain names also. All right, let's go with the younger cats. I really want to see that.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I think if we're leaning on time, we're leaning on, just the fact of how things got to take their natural organic order, that I'll say, yeah, we heading in that direction. You know what I mean? So hopefully we head in that direction. Just please don't hire somebody for 3 weeks and tell them they ain't doing a good job, and then they fire. And I hope Sam Cassell, maybe he gets the Washington job. You know what I mean? And I'm not really sure if he wants it or he don't want it, but maybe he gets it. It's not the greatest, more attractive jobs, but I'll take him in that seat. Shout to Becky Hammond too. I don't know if y'all heard what she said. I don't want to change it, but if y'all heard what she said,
I didn't hear.
She basically said, look, I've been on Pop's bench, same way anybody else has been on Pop's bench for all these years. If you want to find a reason to hire me, you can find it. But on the flip, if you want to find a reason not to hire me, you're going to find it too. I thought that was very interesting that she put herself out there like that. So, shout to Becky Hammond. Shout to all the black coaches that are finally getting their opportunities, man.
All right, y'all. So thank you for tuning in, man. This is Our Take. Peace out.
Peace.